What's up, guys? Sam here again, and one thing that I wanted to go over now is in this second video on my YouTube. Yes, appreciate anybody who watched the first video. I don't think anybody has, but whatever. I'm gonna keep doing them regardless. What was it? One thing that I was wanting to go over. Where are they at? Blah 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 blah. So the other day, I was talking about the fact that I had developed a transformation guide. And so I developed a little bit more about that. And so I'm going to be kind of going over this stuff on my Instagram lives. So this is the stuff that I'm going to be starting on May 6th. Basically what I'm doing is every single day I'm going to go over a different piece. And so basically instead of a 25-week transformation guide, I think it turns out it's going to end up being like a 5-week, I think, is how I rationed it out. And so basically what I'm going to be doing is, so like week 1, so like let's say starting next week, on day 1, I'm going to give you guys on my IG live an overview and a breakdown about how I view mental health and gratitude, and just the different types of villains that came up when I was experiencing, or before I even started experiencing what that stuff was. So what I'm going to do is give you guys an overview and a breakdown of what everything is going to entail. So I'm going to talk about how mental growth or mental health has really changed my life, how it's granted me gratitude based on certain aspects and certain elements that I'm going to talk about, and how it allowed me to overcome my self-inflictions, which are my self-talk, my self-doubt, and my self-worth, which is ultimately my self-belief. And I'm also going to, I have underneath that, I have everything kind of written out. And so I'm going to have like underneath that, once I'm done with that, I'm going to be normalizing a few things that some people might be feeling. So for example, and I'll go over this stuff again on Monday in more depth, but like my lack of mental health cause for ingratitude, like the amount of not focusing on it, and the amount of not realizing what it truly was and just kind of putting it off to the side. They always say ignorance is bliss, but it's absolutely not, killing us. That is what caused for my ingratitude, which in turn caused a lot of reoccurring issues. But again, that's like to normalize certain things. So, not having one really gave me sort of a fixed mindset, which allowed me a lot of self-doubt, because I didn't believe like I could do good things. Like I didn't believe that I could do anything that I'm doing right now. I really didn't believe I could even podcast or make a YouTube or like any of that stuff. And so that's going to be the normalization part. And so after that, I'm going to go into story, and I'm going to tell you guys this story about how I cultivated mental health and where it all came from, and how I overcome all of these self-inflictions, or just these villains in general. And I'll go over different villains in each episode. And I'll go over like just different things as I go, and it'll be more in depth, and it'll all kind of like make sense and stuff. But then in addition to that, I have exercises, and I have certain exercises that you can do. So like, for example, like with this one for mental health and gratitude, in order to cultivate that, so in order to have mental health and gratitude, I had to cultivate my mindset. I had to cultivate a growth mindset, and instead of having a fixed one, I had to do perspective practices. Like I had to practice on my perspective. I had to view different perspectives. I had to expose myself to different perspectives. I had to figure things out in different ways. I had to be a solution mentality expert in just being able to view things and be grateful for them, which I didn't have yet. So I was just barely practicing on the perspective, and eventually with the accountability of action, or the action of accountability, that's what kind of like solidified everything. It kind of brought everything back around, allowed me to have mental health, gave me some gratitude, and it just, so like that's like the format. I'll go into every single thing in depth, in more detail on my lives. And then if you guys have any questions, it's going to be open for you guys to ask as we go. And then I can help you guys out. We can go over things together. I can help you guys on the spot with anything you guys need. And then, oh yeah, and so in addition to that, I developed what I want for people. And this is amazing. Like, this is absolutely amazing, and I'm very excited about it. And I told my fiance about it earlier. She was very excited about it for me as well, and it was awesome. So basically, here's what I want for people. I want people to be able to have gratitude for today, gain momentum for tomorrow, have energy for the world, have empathy for others, and have awareness for your soul. Because what I found is when you have all these things, you're encompassing every area of life. Like, you're encompassing other people in giving. You're encompassing the world and how you can provide like more to contribute to it. You're helping yourself by creating self-awareness and a sense of purpose for yourself. You're also creating gratitude, and you're developing a sense of momentum. Like, it's all, and your momentum is for tomorrow to carry you over. Your gratitude is for today. Like, and what I realize is that, like, when you isolate all of these things and you have today, tomorrow, the world, others, and your soul, that cycle of life in itself is very powerful. Like, it's insanely powerful. And that's why, like, my book is about that. That's why I want to go over all of this stuff with you guys. And that's why I want to have IG lives and do all that. So, for example, that's like day one. So that's day one. I might have them like spread out, so that way it's not every single day, so I can fully go into like I might do them twice. I don't know. I might just do them every day and then do them again, you know, but I really want to just help other people and make sure you guys understand this stuff. So like day 2 is mindset, growth, and fix. So we'll go over exactly how I cultivated the mindset. We'll go over the same different types of villains and how I experienced those villains with just working on my mindset. And then same thing with perspective, and then same thing with accountability. The more I worked on these aspects of life, and the more I worked on the exercises that I went over in the first one, the more I was able to generalize the self-inflictions and how to counteract them and be able to do it in different scenarios, which is amazing. And that's what they teach like autistic kids when they're, and just behavioral people, like behavioral technicians and stuff. They teach you kind of structural ways to do the exact same thing. So generalize information and apply it. And that's kind of like what I feel we fail to do as adults sometimes, and what we fail to do just as human beings is be able to take the information that's given and generalize it. We pick and choose based on our emotions, how we want to feel, how we want to react. But if we can proactively develop a system that can generalize everything, that can allow you to create a tool belt for yourself to generalize everything, and then you actually have facts to back up everything, and you have the self-belief and the faith to keep carrying out the action, you're off to the races, in my perspective. And so this day 2 is going to be on mindset. Like, some of the practices and the exercises are realizing that everybody does something bad at first. Doing things first with the intention of getting better, not necessarily to become great. Like, you have to build confidence by keeping promises to yourself. That's going to be like another mindset thing, to build a growth mindset. Developing a solution mentality. I just went over that in my actual podcast. If you guys want more info on solution mentality, that is the podcast for Monday, May 6th, when I'm going to be starting all this. So, perspective, day 3, you know what I mean? And it just goes on. Accountability is day 4. And again, I have these stories of how I was able to overcome all this stuff in each of these aspects. So that way, you guys not only have proof from me that I'm currently doing it, but you guys also have proof that it is possible, and you guys have different countermeasures and different proactive approaches that you guys can utilize in order to combat some of these self-doubts, self-talks, and self-worth aspects of life. Like, you can actually increase your self-worth, your level of self-worth. You can increase your level of positive self-talk and eliminating self-doubt. You can actually reverse these things just based on the things that I'm gonna be trying to teach you guys and trying to share with you guys, just based on my own experiences. So I'm very excited, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I know I said it's gonna be like a 25-week thing. It should only be like a 5-week thing if I'm doing my math correctly, which I might not even be. But every week, every day, it's gonna be going over a specific type of thing that is in my book. Every single thing is like a chapter in my book. So whatever we're going over, whatever we're doing, whatever is like in here is going to be in the book. So it's almost like you guys get a preview of my book with actual practical application before I release it in January, which I'm extremely excited about. So, so yeah, guys, so I'm just insanely excited about it. And it's going to allow me to really it's going to help with the book a lot too, because anything that I need to revise, I can do as I go. And as soon as the book is done, I will have solidified what you guys think versus what has actually worked versus the practical application, everything. So just very excited. Be sure to give this a like. Be sure to also, I actually have a thing here. Yeah, so don't forget to tune in the podcast every Monday, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. My IGTV episodes will be coming along shortly because I'm going to be doing like the lives and just different things to help, and then posting the IGTVs to help as well, so I can have these posted everywhere. Don't forget to follow me on all social media. If you guys want to schedule a talk or an interview, feel free to click the link in my bio. It's a progression session, or click the link in the description below. It's a progression session. We can talk, we can discuss things. If you're having issues with certain areas, please feel free to open up, and I can either give you the answers that I have from my own personal experience, or I can point you guys to people that I specifically know that can help in these areas. Also, I have a Facebook page. Don't forget to like the Facebook page. PRA Network. It's going to grow into a group later on, but that comes with this transition from all this stuff after my wedding into the book. So once I get married and all that's done, all the stress is done with that, I'll start transitioning into the email marketing, getting you guys specifically up to date through the emails, and then doing all that through there. And yeah, and then the let's see. Yeah, so I believe that that's it. I believe that is it. And so yeah, if you guys are watching this, just please give me, a like. Let me know what you guys thought about this, and let me know what you guys think about this this transformation guide. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys are on board about what you believe I'm trying to do. And if so, please show some support or show some hate, whatever you guys want. But good vibes. I will talk to you guys soon. I'll talk to you guys next week. I will be releasing this, I think, on Thursday, so tomorrow, and I'll be releasing another video I think hopefully like Tuesday and Thursday. So 2 videos from me every single week on, just progression in general, PRA, which is what I'm about. And then, like I said before, just gaining gratitude for today, momentum for tomorrow, energy for the world, empathy for others, and awareness for your soul. So focus on those things, guys. Don't forget to follow me. Good vibes. Peace out.